Hi everyone, welcome to today's video where I will be teaching you how to create a professional website for absolutely free with Google AI Studio. And I have decided to make a full course for you, which I will be delivering in 4 parts. Okay, so those 4 parts will actually be 4 videos, and this will be a full course for you to be able to follow step by step. Now, before I continue, I just want to show you some of the websites that I have personally been able to use Google AI Studio to build for my side hustles um, for absolutely free. And I just want you to see some of the websites that I've been able to build creatively, so that at least you have a little bit of confidence in me, especially if you are a new person watching my videos. Okay, so let me just show you some of the websites that I've built personally for my own side hustle so that you can see that I do have knowledge in this area that I can help you to learn and then to be able to create your own professional website. So, so one of the websites that I have built is for my software called Publish Perfect Pal. And this is one of the websites that I have personally made with Google AI Studio for my software, Publish Perfect Pal. And basically, what Publish Perfect Pal is it is basically a software, especially if you're an Amazon KDP book writer or publisher and you publish your books on there and your Kindle books or your paperback or hardback books on Amazon KDP. You can basically use this software to basically scan your book for any errors, and then it will give you step by step instructions on how to fix all of those errors before you you actually publish it on Amazon KDP. All right, so I actually made a website for this for absolutely free on Google AI Studio, and I've been able to embed a video in there as well. I've been able to, create the website exactly how I want it to be. I was also able to connect payment as well to my website, everything like that. So this is a website that I have made with Google AI Studio for absolutely free. Now, I remember the times when I had to pay somebody to create a website for me because I didn't have the expertise, but AI has made it possible for me to be able to create my own websites for absolutely free. And it's completely working as it should. That's the first website that I have made. The second website I have made is for another one of my softwares called the Wall Art Mockup Engine, and this is basically for people who sell wall art in particularly, and they're trying to create realistic mock-ups for their wall art. Maybe they might be an artist, a painter, they might be a print-on-demand art seller, and they might be selling art of any kind. It just helps them to create um, beautiful mock-ups as photos or videos for their mock-ups as well. So this is another website that I was able to create with Google AI Studio for absolutely free as well. And I don't think you'll actually be able to tell that I actually made this website for free, um, because it looks like a professional has made it. But yeah, that is the power of AI now when it comes to website creation. So I've been able to create a website for my software, you know. So this is another website that I have made, been able to embed a video again, add specific icons as you can see, um, being able to create a table here about what the software does and what it, in comparison to others, been able to put a price in there. When you click on any of these buttons, it does go to like a page for you to pay as well. There's frequently asked questions and so forth, So it's another website that I've been able to create with Google AI Studio. Another website I've been able to create with Google AI Studio is my educational business. So this is Africa Treasure Library. And as you can see, as soon as you come on the website, there's basically a pop-up, okay, for my free resource that people can get, that parents and educators can get. And as you can see, it looks like literally a real life website. Yeah, so I've been able to embed a pop-up here as well, and then I've been able to just create my website. Yeah, so this is my latest project for my educational business. Okay, so I write books on African history and African culture, and I create educational resources as well. So this is one of my websites as well that I've been able to create. Okay, and I've created all of this with Google AI Studio. All right. I've created all of this with Google AI Studio. So I want you to know that you are in the right hands when it comes to choosing this video to actually learn how to create websites. Because as you can see, I've been able to create websites for myself as well. So I'm going to teach you all that I know when it comes to website creation with Google AI Studio. And I hope that you do find this course very, very valuable. I'm dedicating my time to create this course for you all so that at least you can create a website for free, so you can save that £300, that £400 that you would pay somebody to make it for you, and be able to make it exactly how you want it by yourself and for absolutely free. All right, so let's continue forward, okay, so that I can actually get forward to teach you. So all right, so as you have now seen the kind of websites that I've been able to create with Google AI Studio for myself, I just want to give you a quick introduction about me and this channel as well. So I have 3+ years experience, professional experience in the education and training field. So I'm really passionate about education, and that's why I felt like I have to come onto YouTube and start teaching people what I know. So that's a bit about me. And then when it comes to this channel basically has a lot of videos and step teachings on how to help you with skill development. So this channel is primarily dedicated to helping you develop skills and to help you to develop strong knowledge of AI, so that through all your learning, through all your dedication in your learning, you'll be able to get into the path of financial independence. Okay, so my videos are mostly educational, skill based kind of videos to teach you. Um, and that's what I'm kind of going into as time goes on as well. And I also provide honest and no hype reviews of products, softwares that I have used or that I have personally created myself. Just like you saw, Publish Perfect Power, Water Mockup Engine, I've made those softwares myself. But I also review other products that I personally use as well. Honestly, no hype, no exaggeration here. Okay, I like to keep things very, very honest. All right, so if you come on YouTube to learn a skill, if you come on YouTube to learn about AI, then this channel will be really good for you to subscribe to, so that you can stay up to date as to what I am teaching, or what I'm teaching when it comes to skills and when it comes to AI. Okay, so I'm happy to have you here, and thank you for your time in advance. So remember, this is going to be a full course, and it's going to be in 4 parts. Okay, and those 4 parts are going to be in videos. So I just want to tell you what I'll be teaching you in those 4 parts, or in those 4 videos. And I want you to know that if anything extra comes up, I'll just be adding another part to the full course, and I'll put it into a playlist so that you can easily access all of this. Okay, but for now, I'm going to start with 4 parts, which are going to be 4 separate videos on how to actually build a professional website. All right. So part 1, which is today's video, we're basically going to be going through Google AI Studio very briefly, because you don't need to be a professional when it comes to Google AI Studio, when it comes to actually building your website. But I'm going to take you through it a bit, and then I'm also gonna show you like the process of actually creating a website from scratch. And so how I kind of go about that is I look at example websites. So I'm gonna show you like some places to get inspiration basically as to how you might want your website to look like. We're also going to go through prompting. So I'm going to teach you how to actually prompt correctly to create a professional website for yourself. I'll also teach you how to iterate your website. So if you don't like something that's on your website, I'm going to teach you how to iterate it so you can get it exactly as you want it. And then we're going to actually build so let's say the first draft of the actual website, of the professional website. Okay, that's going to be this video, part one. And then part two should be the second video in the full course. I'll then teach you how to basically connect payment providers and how to integrate other softwares or other softwares or other, so I say helpers into your website. So let's say you want a chatbot on your website, because I know a lot of websites have chatbots. There's a way that you can add chatbots. If you want to add like a pop up, like you saw on the website that I showed you, I can show you how to add a pop up. That's going to be part two of the course. That's going to be part two of the course. Part three of the course, I'm going to teach you how to connect your Facebook pixel to your professional website. So this is very important if you use Facebook ads to advertise your products, because the Facebook pixel will basically, should I say, record every interaction with your in which a potential customer has with your website. um, so if you're someone that uses Facebook ads, I will actually teach you how in part three how to add your Facebook pixel to your actual website, so that at least it can work as every website does. Okay, when it comes to Facebook pixels. And then part four, I'm going to teach you how to connect a domain to the website so that your actual website can be discovered publicly and professionally with your own name. Okay. And I'm also going to teach you how to publish the website. So when I say publish, I mean host the website. So that the website can actually be like visibly, accessed. Just like you saw the websites that I showed you that I created, I'm going to teach you how to add your own domain, how to host the website, how to publish the website in part four. All right. So this is the full course. As I said earlier on, I will add to it if I feel like there's more for me to share when it comes to building a professional website. So I do hope once again that you do stick around with me as I create this full course. And if you haven't yet subscribed, please do, just so that you can stay up to date as to when I launch another part of the course. Okay, but I will definitely be consistent in making sure that I release all of these parts of this full course so you can build a website from A to Z. Okay. Um, so I said that I've shown you already the websites that I've personally built, and these are just this is just it in written form so that you can see it for yourself. So now I want to give you a little bit of a summary as to what Google AI Studio is and what it can actually be used for as well. All right, so Google AI Studio, in very, very simple terms, it is basically a platform created by Google that helps or that allows people or that lets people to test and build with AI. And it can be used, like it can create a range of things. And basically, the Google AI Studio, it uses Google's Gemini AI models to make all of the things that you can create with it possible, basically. So Google AI Studio is not just used cannot it's not just used to create websites. Okay, that's one of the things it can create. But Google AI Studio can also be used to create mobile apps, softwares. So maybe you might want to create your own software. It can be used for that. It can be used to create games. It can be used to create interactive books and so forth. Okay, so it can be used for all of those things. So if you have any interest in any of those things, you can actually use Google AI Studio to create it as well. But in this particular course, I'm going to be teaching you how to create a website, a professional website using Google AI Studio. So in today's part one of the full course, or in today's video, I am going to be showing you I'm going to be showing you how to build a landing page for my new software that I have built and that I will be launching soon for language learning called Speak Lingua. Okay. Um, and it's basically a software that helps people to practice. Like if they learn a new language, they can literally use Speak Lingua to practice their language speaking. Okay, so it's more for the verbal side of stuff. As somebody that is trying to learn language myself, I couldn't really find a software that will help me to practice, so I decided to create one myself. Okay, So it's called Speak Lingua. We're going to be building a landing page. So what a landing page is basically a one-page website that will basically showcase what my software does, who it's for, how much it costs. Um, so it's just basically a one-page website. Um, that's what we're going to be creating. But with Google AI Studio, you can also create multi-page websites as well. So I think I might add that as another part to this course. So it'll probably be an additional video to that on how to actually create multi page websites. I'll also add another video on how to create e-commerce websites, because I feel like every website that you create, whether a landing page, whether a one-page website, which is a landing page, a multi-page website, or an e-commerce website, they all involve some kind of e-commerce anyway, because people have to pay for the software or for the product. So I kind of see all websites as kind of e-commerce websites, but if you want to create like a website just to sell stuff, yeah, I can teach you definitely how to do that as well. But with my one, it's more like a landing page. I want to kind of um share my story, I want people to know the benefit of the software. Like I'm more concerned that the software will actually help people. The money comes later, the money side of stuff, that's just for me to keep the software um like like hosted. Do you understand? But I'm more passionate about helping people to be able to practice their languages, because I am like kind of one of the target audiences. I know how frustrating it can be when you don't even have anybody to practice the language with, or maybe you have to travel to that country just to get that kind of exposure to kind of speaking to people in the language, or maybe you have to pay a private tutor to teach, like to speak with them, and that can be very, very costly. So if there's like a software, I think it'll be really, really helpful. So I'm more passionate about that, so that people can kind of know that there's an alternative available for them to basically learn a language verbally, to practice their language speaking, basically. So we're going to create a landing page for this software. And then I also want you to note this down before I actually teach you how to start building a website, from the example stage to the prompting stage, then to the actual creation of the first draft of the website. I just want you to know that any prompts and all prompts that I'm going to be using in today's video, I am going to make it accessible um, in the description below. So in the description, you're going to see my Beacons website, and you can basically access all the prompts for absolutely free. You just have to go on the website, insert your email, and your name, and then all the prompts will be sent to your email address, okay, so that you can use it. I will also teach, the prompts that I will use. I will try my best to make sure that it's not like you can easily fill in your own information as well, um, so that it's much easier for you to just copy and paste it. Okay, but for this particular video, I'm going to be creating a landing page for the website Speak Lingua. But the prompts will be more universal, more general, so that you can just copy and paste your information into there. Okay, so just note that down as well. So we're now going to start, okay, the process. I just want to remind you before we do start, I'm going to start with looking for examples of landing pages, and then I'm going to show you how to prompt, or I'm going to use my prompts to like create the prompt for it. And then I'm going to teach you the whole process, okay, step by step. So I hope that you will not be confused by anything. But if you have any questions whatsoever throughout this video, just drop your comments below, and then I will endeavor to help you out, okay, as much as possible. All right, so let's start building our professional website. All right. All right, so the first step that we're going to take in being able to create and build this website on Google AI Studio is we're going to look for example websites. Okay, so in this case, in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to create a landing page website, which is basically a one-page website um, advertising my software Speak Lingua. And the first step
that I always take when I'm building websites on Google AI Studio is to look for example websites. So all you have to do is just go on Google, as you can see, as I have right now, and you can type. So I'm going to put landing page. So you can type landing page examples, okay, on Google, and then most of the time you might be able to find a blog which gives like a lot of examples. As you can see, there's one here on Unbounce. 40 best landing page examples of 2026. Okay. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to see what it gives me. All right. So when you type that search term, which is landing page examples, just try and look for one that gives you like a list. Like as I can see here, I'm seeing like a list, right? So look for one that actually has a list so you can kind of look at all of them and see which one you like the most. So as you can see, this is a list of 40, I believe, 40 landing page websites. Okay. So the first one here is Calm, which I think is really nice. So this is for like a SaaS. That means software as a service. That's what it stands for. Kind of landing page website. So what you can also do is like for what I do tend to do is I tend to look through the list and I kind of look at what type of website am I building? Am I building a website for a product? Am I building a website for a service? Am I building a website um to like to obviously sell something like e-commerce? Okay. Even though I feel like every website does have a form of e-commerce because every website involves some kind of sell. But e-commerce is like more so like that's the primary focus. So in this case, I am trying to create a website to advertise my software. Okay, so it's more like a kind of tech kind of thing. So, or I can even put it under SaaS because it's a software helping people to practice their language speaking. So I can kind of look through this list and say, okay, which one is kind of similar to what I'm trying to offer, and then look at the example that has been given. Okay. So if I look at all of this, I don't really see anything in languages, but I do see education, which is kind of, I would say, a little bit under languages. And I see like a lot of SaaS. So I'm going to look at the SaaS ones as well because it is a software that I'm offering. So there's Class Creator. Let me scroll down to that and see. Okay. This one looks quite interesting actually, but it looks more like, even though it is a software, um, okay, I'll say it's okay. It's not bad. Let me just click on Class Creator right here. So I'm gonna do the ones that I like. I'll just click on them, and then I can just share them with you. You can open them together. So I've clicked on that one for now. Let's just go up quickly. Let's just start from the beginning. I think that'll be much easier and see if I can find any that I actually really, really like. So when's number 6 now? Sorry, let me just go to one. So the first one here is Calm. So Calm is okay, but I don't know, it doesn't really stand out to me too much. So I'm gonna skip this one for now. Okay. We also have Zola, which is an e-commerce website for people who are getting married, I believe. So yeah, doesn't really suit my niche too much, which is like the area that I'm trying to create my website for. We have entertainment, which is interesting. Doesn't really stand out to me too much. We have Netflix. Okay. Doesn't stand out to me too much either. We have LinkedIn. Okay. We have Gobby. Okay. Gobby looks okay, but I feel like it's more e-commerce. So I'm gonna skip that as well. We have DoorDash. Okay, DoorDash looks interesting. Let me open that as well. All right, so I'm gonna open them all one by one. All right, and then we'll just look at it together. If I look at it like the actual website, I still don't like. I don't really like it as I thought I did. Then we'll just continue our research. All right, and I'll just show you how you can do more targeted research as well. But this process can take a bit of time. And it's very important that you don't rush this process because it's very, very important in the final outcome of how your website also looks like as well. Um, all right, let's keep going down. All right, Amazon came up as well. All right. So to be honest, I haven't looked at all of them, but so far it's just those two ones that I've clicked on that really stand out to me. All right, which is the DoorDash, and I also opened the class creator as well. So let me actually share the websites with you so you can also see it for yourself as well. All right, so I think you can see it, right? All right, so that's DoorDash. This is DoorDash, which I liked, which is one of the examples they provided as well. So this is a landing page website. It's just one page, as you can see, and everything is kind of on there. And that's what I'm gonna try and build with you today, using Google AI Studio. All right. So this one is like DoorDash. I believe they deliver. They do deliveries. Yeah. So um, I'll say it's quite nice. The layout is quite nice, but obviously I wouldn't need everything here, like such as like this kind of ends delivery address. I wouldn't really need that for the software. So might be something that I may have to change. All right. But I do like kind of the layout, and I like the simplicity of it. The second one that I have here is Class Crew. I'm going to click on this logo right here because it's gone to the blog just to see what the homepage looks like. All right. So this kind of website is not actually a landing page website. And the reason why I say that is because there are other pages. So it's more multi-page. This is more like a multi-page website. However, I can still take inspiration from it if I do like it as much as I said I do. But to me, this one doesn't really stand out to me too much, but I can see how it will stand out in a like education type of niche. But for the kind of software I'm trying to advertise, I don't feel like it really, really resonates with me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna close these two because I don't feel like it really, really resonates with me as much. I'm gonna go back to Google, and what I'm gonna do is in front of landing page examples, I'm going to put my niche. So in this case, I am doing like a software for languages. Okay. So if you are, let's say, for example, you're creating a website for your gym, you can just put gym landing page examples, and then you'll get a list of like different kind of examples. But in this case, because I am creating something for my software, which is kind of a language speaking software, I'm gonna put language in front of it, which is my niche. All right. So you can put language, as I've put here, language landing page examples. Um, you can also put language landing page website examples as well. But I'm gonna keep it like this for now. Okay, and I'm gonna just press enter. And as you can see, we have an AI overview which is coming. We also have Dribble as well. So let's click on Dribble first. So Dribble is a website where there is a lot of talented graphic designers on here, and they basically share their work. They share their UI and their UX design of softwares or websites that they have created. And they have a search bar right here as well. So you can replace the language with also your niche there and then find specific examples. So let's say, for example, I'm making a gym landing page, for example, and I click on enter. You'll see that there's a lot of examples now that have come up, but it's for the gym niche. Okay. So if you're doing some kind of gym, you can actually use Google AI Studio to also help you with that as well. And maybe I might release a video on that as well because it is something that is quite popular. All right, so I'm just focusing on languages for now. So I'm gonna look at the examples that are here, and if there's anything that particularly stands out to me, I will click on it. So this is quite interesting. Let me see this one. So this one is called Glot Path. It's a language learning landing page. I feel like this is really nice. I love the font that has been used, and like, yeah, they just give you some photos of what it looks like. So, the full landing page. So I don't know how to actually download it, but what I can do is I can just open another tab and then search for this. So it's cool, and see if it's been launched, because most of the time sometimes they don't actually launch it. It's just for like example purposes. But this one, I think, okay, this one has come up on Dribble again, but I'm not actually seeing an official website yet. All right, so this is definitely not out yet. All right, so that's fine. Okay, if we keep going down, I'll see if there's any others that really stand out to me. This one looks very nice. Even though it's for I believe it's for Japanese, but they might offer other languages as well. I really, really like this one. I feel like it's really, really nice. So this is called Sinu. Let me just copy that as well. Let me just search for it on the Google. Alright, I don't know if it's this one. Let me check if it's Sinu AI. Okay, nothing has come up right now at the moment. Alright, so maybe this hasn't been launched yet, to be honest. Interesting. But I think, okay, I don't know if I can download it, but I can always screen share it, okay? Because I really, really like this one. Or I can save it. Let me see. Save image as. Okay, so right now I cannot save that. Okay, let's leave that for now. I don't think I can save it. All right, so I'm just looking at everything else. So I don't think like this is a good place to get inspiration. If you want to screenshot stuff, you can, but it's always good if you can get the actual website, and I'll show you how you can potentially save it. All right, so let's ignore Dribble for now, even though we look through it. Let me look at this one. This says effective landing pages, and it gives some top examples. So I'm going to click on this one first. Okay. All right, this is taking us back. All right, no worries. All right. So when you scroll down, we see key examples of language landing page examples. So we have language learning apps, Babbel, Duolingo, Clerk. Let's look at Babbel and see what we have here and see if I like what they have. That's a very popular. Okay. All right. So we have Babbel. I like this one. I really like this one. I feel like it's very simple and it is very clear. So I like this as an example. So what you can do as well, you can get a notebook, you can get a pen, any websites that you see that you potentially like, you can literally keep note of the website URL because we're going to need that for the prompt. Okay, so make sure that you do that. So I'm going to see if I can find another example of something that I like. So we have Dungalo as well. Let's check that out as well, the website, and see how that looks like as well. Okay, we have this one. All right, so this is their landing page. All right, so the free, fun, and effective way to learn language. They have all the languages that they teach, which is really, really good. All right, cool. And then they have, yeah, so this is definitely branded. I do like how this looks like. I feel like it's very, very playful. And it kind of gives the message that language learning can actually be fun. So I really like this as well. So I'm going to keep that open for now. I'm going to see if there's any other. So we have language schools and courses. So we have Kaplan, Camino, Barcelona. Okay, so I prefer the apps because as a mountain is a software, I'm creating a software. Um. All right, let's just stick with those two, or because this video might be too long. Let's just stick with these two. Okay, so I'll probably go with Babbel. I really like the Babbel one, how it looks like. All right. So I'll probably use this as my example. All right. So just as I said, take note of the URL. What I'm going to do, I'm going to copy and paste it into a Word document for reference because we're going to need it for the prompt. So now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to show you the prompt that I have created. And I don't want you to worry. As I said earlier on, the prompt is going to be free for you to use. I'm going to leave a link in the description below for you to actually use the prompt. But we're going to go to the prompt side. It's going to be on a Word document, and I'm going to share it with you so you can see it as well. But basically, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to add some information about what I'm actually trying to create with this website. And it's a very, very important step because it is this prompt that we will then put into Chat GPT to then create a Google AI Studio website prompt for us. All right. So let's go to the next step. All right, so now we are at the prompting stage. So this is where I'm gonna be teaching you how to prompt um effectively so that you can get a very, very good website prompt for Google AI Studio. So I want you to know that what we just did earlier on in finding the example websites is very, very important in this step as well. But this is the prompt that I'm going to share with you for absolutely free. And I'm going to leave the link in the description below. Okay, so it is: you are an expert conversion copywriter, landing page strategist, and premium website messaging specialist. Create a professional, modern, high converting landing page for my business, product, software, service, or offer. So it doesn't matter what you're offering, you can use this prompt. The page should feel premium, clear, persuasive, and trustworthy. It should connect deeply with the target customer, use strong marketing fundamentals, and drive action without sounding overly pushy, fake, or exaggerated. Use the information below to build the page. So this is where I'm basically gonna fill in my information, all right? And this is to do with the website that I'm trying to create. So I'm gonna put the brand name as Speak Lingua because the software is actually called Speak Lingua. What I sell, and I'm gonna put here software. Sorry for my spelling here. Software that helps people verbally practice 100 plus languages. Yep, without having to um book a language speaker session or visit the country of the language. All right, so when you sorry about this. So when you have this um prompt as well, just make sure you fill in your specific information. But I am just filling this out based on the website that I'm going to be creating with you in this video. But when you get this prompt, make sure you fill out the information about your product, your business, your software, or your service or your offer. Okay. Now it's asking for your target audience. So my target audience for this particular software is for basically language learners. So I'm going to put here, it's for people who are learning a language or people who are trying to become fluent in a language. Yeah, that's what I would say here. And the main problem it solves. So the main problem that my software solves, I believe, is it solves the inability to speak or no, or to practice, I would say to practice the language without the presence of a person that speaks the language. That's one of the issues it solves in the sense that maybe the individual might not actually know anybody who can speak the language, but they still want to learn the language and they need to practice speaking the language. But because they don't actually know anybody who speaks the language, it might be difficult for them to actually practice. So that is what this software solves. That is what that software solves. And then desired customer outcome, I would say, is to speak a new language fluently through the use of the software. Okay. And then it's also asking for main benefits of the software. So I would say the main benefits is that it definitely saves money because they don't have to pay for they don't have to pay for a like a class or like like a mentor who kind of speaks the language to practice. So it saves money as person doesn't have to spend money on extra classes to practice speaking the language or book a private teacher, I'll say, to practice the language. I would say another benefit is that it saves time because they don't have to search for a class or a private teacher. That might also take time. And they have to also make sure that they have that time to actually go to these classes or to see this private teacher. So having this software really saves them time having to search for all of these things. I also say another benefit is that they can practice. They can also practice speaking they can also practice the language um, in a time that suits them. So they kind of have this flexibility. Okay, all right. So then we have main features. So I'll say the main features, and with this as well, if especially if you have a software, okay, feel free to like screenshot the homepage of the software because that will give you all of the features on the software. So I actually have a screenshot of Speak Lingua, of the actual the homepage. On the menu it has all of the features of the software. So with this main features, because I cannot remember everything on the top of my head, there's quite a few features on the software. What I will put here is I will say please refer to the photo attached for the main features. And when I put this into Chat GPT or and you can also use any other AI website that you use, such as Claude or Gemini. I just use ChatGPT because I have a paid subscription for it and I use that primarily. So when I'm using ChatGPT, I just have to make sure that I attach the screenshot of my actual software dashboard and then it will be able to pick up all of the main features of the software just so that I don't miss anything out. I'm going to say here, please refer to the photo attached of the homepage of the Speak Lingua software. I'm also going to add that the features are on the menu. All right. And then we have the unique selling points as well. So I would say the unique selling points, what I would just say is I would just tell them to look at the photo attached as well. And then what Chat GPT will do is it will actually write this part for me. All right. Because there might be aspects that I haven't even considered that may be potential selling points. So if I let ChatGPT do that part for me, I think it will do a good job. All right. So, and I'm going to put here, please refer to the photo attached of the homepage of Speak Lingua. And I want to keep here the features are on the menu. Please pick out the main selling points of the software. I think that will be much clearer there. And then customers' objections as well. I'm also going to put the same thing here. But I'm going to change the last part of the sentence. So I'm going to put here, please identify the main objections of the software. Okay. And then we have trust builders or proof. Okay. So this is basically what I think would help to build trust. So when people come on the website, what can I actually put there that will help them to have trust in the software to actually purchase it? Okay, so let's say I have a guarantee. So normally when I have my software, I have a 7-day money back guarantee, and that's normally for the So most time when I'm selling the software, I don't I always have like, especially when I'm launching out for the very first time, I always have like a one-time payment, like you just pay once and they have software for life. Or I also have a monthly subscription as well. So the customer can select which one they want. But with the one where they can purchase the software for life, that one always has like a money back guarantee. Just in case they're not happy, they can always get their money back. So I think that would be like a trust builder or proof. And then I'm also gonna put here as well that I respond to all customer service queries or all customer queries within 24 hours to 48 hours. If it's very busy, it's gonna be 24 to 48 hours. Okay. So I'm going to put that there. And it says business stage. So right now, this is a brand new software. It's not established. I'll just say it's brand new. Okay. And then how long has it existed? So I would say this software has just existed for 1 month now. It's nearly ready. It's not fully ready, but I'll just say 1 month. And yes, this is the first launch of the software. So I'm going to put yes. And then it then says main CTA. So CTA means call to action. And with this one too, I'm going to ask the AI to choose the best. I'm going to put here, please choose the best CTA based on the software or based on the information above. Okay. I could have put like maybe choose now. Could have put here like subscribe now or something like that, but I want the AI to choose the call to action for me because I think it might do a better job than me, to be honest. And then when it comes to pricing, so the pricing for me is not 100% finalized yet. It's not 100% finalized, but what I would say, and I can always change that anytime, by the way. So for now, I'm gonna put $20. Oh no, let me do it in pounds. So I'm gonna do like £20 a month. And this is for, as I said, this will be changed later on once I'm really sure as to what the price is actually going to be. Because as for now, I'm not really sure. It's I'm still trying to decide what the price will be. But let me just say, for example, it's going to be £20 a month. Yeah, and then and this is for, let's say let's say this is for like advanced plan. And let's say with 50 conversations, practices, and I'm gonna put, and then I'm also gonna, I always have a lifetime offer as well. And I'm gonna put here lifetime offer where it will cost, let's say I'm gonna make it 197. Okay. So yeah, so if it's £20 a month and you times that by 12, that will give you 240. So in the year, if you do monthly, it will actually be more expensive than doing the lifetime offer. That's what I tend to do, because it might push people to do the lifetime offer more, which is a bigger purchase. Okay, but let's just say, for example, as I said, I haven't finalized any of this yet, but I'm just because I want to show you how to build the website. I'll just put this for now. And then when you have guarantee details, I think that is to definitely do with the what they get for the price. So I'm gonna put here for the guarantee. I'm gonna be clear here for the pricing. Please look at the features in the photo attach. So basically, I screenshotted, as I said, the homepage of my software, so it can look at the features attached in that photo and then give me the guarantee details. And then also I'm going to put here for the lifetime offer, there should be a 7 days money back guarantee as well. Yeah. And the FAQ topics, I'm going to ask it to generate the top 5 questions, or the generate the top 5 questions that new customers would have about Speak Lingua. And I'm also going to put here and use everyday language. Okay, so when it comes to the brand tone, I want it to be in everyday English, simple, and I'm going to put here playful as well. And then we have design style. So if you have a particular design style that you want, you can literally mention it here. You might have brand colors, you might have a design style. I'm just going to put here, I want my website. So just like you can give it more information as to how you visualize your website to be. So do you want it to be very professional? Do you want it to be modern? Do you want it to be elegant? Do you want it to be luxurious? You might have a particular style in mind. If you don't have a style in mind, you can just leave that blank, and the chat GPT will look at information and then provide a good style for you. And then when it comes to like brand colors as well, you might have particular brand colors. You can also add that as well. So with the design style, I'm gonna put here modern, and I'm also gonna put and like the reference websites and landing pages below. Okay. When it comes to brand colors, at the moment, the Speak Lingua's application is having the colors of orange and white. So I'm going to put orange, white, and black, because black is the text in Speak Lingua is black. So I'm going to put orange, white, and black. And then words to avoid, I'm going to put NA. There's no words right now that I want to avoid. All right, so now we have reference landing page URL. So this is the example websites that we looked at earlier on. This is where you're going to copy and paste the URL. So let me just look for them right now. So the first one that I have is the Babel. I'm just going to get that right now. And I'm going to paste it right here. And I've actually got 2, which is the Duolingo and the Babel. I'm going to copy that right now. And I'm just going to take out all this text right here, because I think it's too much. And then the second website that I had as well was, I also had the Duolingo one as well, which I really liked as well, because I found that to be very, very lovely. So I'm also going to copy that as number 2 as well. And then reference image or screenshot. Okay, so this is to do with the landing page. I'm just going to leave that. I'm just going to put not applicable. I'm going to put NA here, because I've put websites. And then what I like about the reference. So if there's anything in particular that you like about the reference, you can write it down. So for me, with the Babel, I want to be specific here because I have 2 websites that I like. So with the Babel, I really like the maps, used. I like the headline. I like the bold orange color. Okay. And then also, what I do not want copied. Yes, I do not want copied the copy of the website, because it's not the same. So the copy of the website, I don't want it to copy. And I'm also gonna put the layout. I wouldn't say layout, because the layout was fine. I'll just put a copy. They shouldn't copy the copy, if that makes sense. All right, they said please provide brand positioning summary. Okay, so this is what the chat GPT is gonna do. It's gonna provide the brand positioning summary. It's gonna recommend landing page structure. It's gonna give the full landing page copy section by section. It's gonna give a tailored FAQ section. It's gonna give a tailored guarantee section. It's gonna give conversion improvement suggestions. It's gonna give optional design and layout recommendations as well. It's also going to include sections such as the hero, problem, solution, benefits, features, how it works, trust building, testimonials, alternative trust elements, offer, guarantee, FAQ, and final click call to action, which is CTA. And it says use the reference only for inspiration, not duplication. If any important information is missing, make smart suggestions and label them clearly. Then convert everything into a complete Google AI Studio prompt that I can directly copy and paste to generate this landing page website. All right. So um this is what I'm gonna copy into Chat GPT, and as you can copy it into any other AI software that you personally use. But just take your time, fill out all this information because it will make a big difference. As you can see, I have missed something out. So it says type of offer. Mine is a software. So just make sure that you have filled everything out. Okay, that skipped me, I guess. All right, let me just copy it again. Okay, so read through everything properly. Make sure all the questions are answered, and you're gonna copy and paste this. Okay, so when you copy and paste it, you're then gonna go into your preferred AI um, website, and you're gonna copy and paste, and then you're gonna wait for it to give you the output. And it is that output that we're then gonna copy into Google AI Studio for it to build us a lovely website. All right, so we are nearly there. Just keep on. You are doing great at the moment. We're definitely gonna build this website. All right. All right, so now we are on chatgpt.com. And as I mentioned earlier on, this is the main AI website that I use. But as I said earlier on, please feel free to use any, such as Claude, Gemini, or Mistral, or DeepSeek, anything that you personally use, feel free to use it as well. But what we're going to do right now is I'm going to copy and paste the prompt that I went through with you um, just a moment or so ago. And I'm going to copy everything here. And then what I'm going to do, I'm also going to add the photo of um, the homepage of my software. So if you have a software, feel free to also like screenshot that software, the homepage of that software, and paste it in here. And when I mean the homepage of software, I mean like when you log into the software, the actual that the first page you see, just screenshot it, and you can attach it here. If you have a product, you can also attach it here, like your product photo. If you have a particular service, let's say you're a dentist, you can also attach a photo of like some work that you have done, or a photo of yourself as a dentist, maybe putting a filling in a teeth, for example. You can also attach any information about what like we're trying to offer. You can also, if you have any photos of, you can also attach it here as well. It will also be helpful as well. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to look for that um, photo. All right, so as you can see, my photo is just uploading at the moment, and it's come to the very top. So as you can see as well, I have not logged into ChatGPT. Um, you can use ChatGPT without logging into it, but it would basically it will limit the amount that you can use it. Like, so when I say limit the amount you can use it, I mean like it will limit you in your usage of it. So if you can sign up, please do sign up. But because I'm just trying to show you um, this process, I'm not going to use it so much. It's a very, very simple process. Once you basically attach your photo and you put your prompt in, it's literally input, output. Okay. So that's why I have not logged in personally. But if you would like to, it's 100% free to use ChatGPT. So you can also make an account as well and use it. So I'm just waiting for my photo to load at the moment. It's now finished. Okay. So I'm now going to click send prompt right here. Basically it's just going to analyze my image a little bit, as you can see. And as you can see, it's writing really, really quickly. All right. which is really good. It's using all the information that I've given it, and it is basically creating everything for me. How amazing is that? All right. So Speak Lingua is the fastest, simplest way to actually speak a new language without needing a teacher, partner, or travel. While most language apps focus on vocabulary and grammar, Speak Lingua focuses on what people really struggle with: speaking confidently in real world conversations, positioning statement, the easiest way to practice speaking any language anytime, anywhere without needing another person. How amazing is that? I really like it. As you can see, it's it's not really complicated. It's written in very easy to understand English. Let me just see if it'll give me the prompt at the very end like I've asked it to. Yep, it's giving me the prompt. Can you see? So the Google AI Studio prompt, copy and paste, amazing. So it's giving me all of that. So I'm just waiting for that all to load now. So this part at the end of it is what I'm going to be copying, okay? All right, I'm going to be copying this part. Okay, so let's just copy this. Okay, so when you look at your prompt, okay, to be honest, when it comes to prompting, sometimes when you include too much information, um, basically what might happen is that the chat GPT might get confused. So I believe what it has done here is basically used all the information above that is given, but it's kind of summarized it as well. And I believe that the Google AI Studio will fill in all of these gaps. Like, for example, problem, explain why speaking is the hardest part of learning a language. It will give more information than that. So don't worry too much about that. Okay. So now we have gotten the Google AI Studio prompt. We are now going to go into Google AI Studio, and I just want you to know as well that when you have gotten your output from your input, so when you have put in your prompt and you get the output like I have just now, if you want more information, just speak to the chat GPT right here or to the Claude or to the Gemini and just ask it, can you please add more detail? Can you please add more information? This is not enough. Okay. Feel free to also do that if you want to as well. But for me, I am happy, really happy with this prompt because I know that Google AI Studio will fill in the rest for me. And if it doesn't, I can always iterate, and I will show you how to iterate your website, how to improve your website, how to make your website better in part two, okay, of this course. So not to worry. So now let's go to Google AI Studio. That is the next part of the process. All right, so once you have logged into Google AI Studio, create an account on Google AI Studio, this is the homepage of the Google AI Studio that you would see. All right, so I'm going to give you a quick tour around it. But I'll probably create another video just going through Google AI Studio so you understand it even more. But for the purpose of today's video, the only part that's going to be really important for you to know is build. The rest is kind of other things that you can use Google AI Studio for. So when you come to the homepage, you're going to basically see different options to select. So you're going to have featured. So they have more advanced, more new models that you could try out. You can also build chatbots, agents, and code with Google AI Studio. You can create images with Google AI Studio using Nano Banana and imaging. You can create videos with Google AI Studio using their VO3 models. So basically, you can also create text to speech with Google AI Studio. Like they have text to speech voices, kind of like 11 Labs kind of thing on Google AI Studio, and then they also have real time voice and video with Gemini Live or Google AI Studio. So there's a lot of things you can do with this software, but with in this particular video, I'm going to be teaching you how to build a website for absolutely free. Now, another part that may be important is the API key. But because well, I'm going to be teaching you how to do it for absolutely free, you don't actually need the API key right now. If you feel like you're gonna be using, like if you feel like you're gonna use this Google AI Studio heavily, then you can always top up. Um, like I think from $5 and kind of use a more advanced model that they may have. But I want you to know that even if you do not have an API key or top up or anything like that, you can still build your website for free. In all of my use of Google AI Studio, I've never ever top up for a website before. I've been able to make websites for 100% free. And that is what I want to teach you today, not for you to pay anything, but for you to be able to build the website for free. So the most important part of of Google AI Studio for you right now is build. Okay, do not worry about anything else. Just go straight to build. Okay, and you're gonna come to this page right here which says build your ideas with Gemini. So what we're gonna do right here is we're gonna copy and paste the Google AI Studio prompt that ChatGPT gave us based on the first prompt that we put in there. Okay, so this is gonna be the ChatGPT prompt that was created from our initial prompt. Okay, so I'm gonna paste that right here, and that is the Google AI Studio prompt that the Chat GPT gave me. And then all you're gonna do now is you are just gonna click on build. All right, just right here. And when you click on build, it's going to take you to this kind of dashboard. So this is your prompt right here. And then this is going to be where your website is going to appear for you. Okay, it's going to appear on the right hand side always. Okay, and we're just gonna give that some time to create for us. It doesn't normally take very, very long. Okay, so as you can see, it's already given us some design previews, which is really nice. So if I like this one, I can click on I like it, or I can skip, or I can select this design. Let me see, sleek interface, vibrant palette. So I can basically select what I kind of like. Okay, for example, but right now I don't really like this one because it puts the price right at the top. I don't really like that. So I'm gonna click on skip, and I'm gonna see what it's gonna build for me. But if I liked any of these designs, I could have selected the design and it would create it for me. But I didn't like any of those designs. Let's see what it creates for me. So okay, so when it's creating, it's just gonna say working here, and this button right here is going to have like, it's gonna obviously see, you can see that there's something rotating around the box, the square. That's what it means. It means that it's still creating a website. It's only when this button right here turns to like a up arrow, and when you do not see this anymore, this working sign right here, that your generation has actually completed, that your website has been made, that nothing else is being done basically. So you're gonna have to give it a bit of time. Remember, it is building a fully professional website for you. So it's not gonna be instant. It's gonna take some time to build it, to build the sections, to follow your prompt as well. So normally what I do in this process is I just maybe go and do something else for like 10 minutes and then just check on this to see if it's done. It doesn't take too long, as I said, but it will take a little bit of time. Okay. So I'm going to pause the video for now. Um, as I pause it, I want you to think of any questions that you may have on on this process so far of creating a website. Please feel free to leave your comments in the comments, to leave your questions, sorry, and your comments in the comment section below. Okay. All right. So as you can see, it is still creating the website. I just wanted to show you something as it is. So when it's creating the website, you're gonna basically see what it has done so far. So as you can see, right here we see three sentences. Okay, we see metadata.json, we see an index.css, and we see an app.tsx, and then we have a tick on the right hand side. Okay, which means that it has built this. This is more of the back end of the website, so it's kind of building the back end of the website for you. So that's why it's obviously taking its time as well. So it's still building, and once it's done, I'll let you know. Okay, so I'm gonna pause it again, briefly, while it continues to build the website. So let's see. All right. So once the website is done, as you can see, the website is done. Now this is the first draft it's given me. Um, and it will always give you a notification. Okay, so I got a notification that it's done. So as you can see here, it says the new way to learn, speak any language with confidence without needing a partner, practice real conversations in 100+ languages anytime you want. No class, no scheduling, no pressure. Okay, so I do like that. And then you can also tap to speak, and then you can kind of get like a prototype of how it may be. All right, and that is kind of how Speak Lingua kind of works. You kind of have a conversation with somebody um, through the software, and then what I tend to do is tend to look through the website, and I kind of ask myself, okay, has it followed the prompt correctly? And it hasn't really. The reason why I say it hasn't really is because of I don't really see the brand colors. However, it has kind of followed, like, can you see the pricing is correct? Everything here is correct. It's followed the copy. So the only thing I will have to really work on now is kind of the brand colors and stuff, which is something that's really, really simple, to be honest. And also, if there's anything in the layout that I don't really like, I will have to fix it as well. So something that's not really true is that joined by 10,000 plus learners, because it's a new software, I don't really have any um, users at the moment. I haven't yet launched the software, so I will definitely make sure I remove that because it's not real. And then um, I'll probably also remove like the testimonial. What I tend to do at times when I'm launching a software for the very first time, I'll launch it for free, and then I can ask the existing users to give me a testimonial based on their use of the software, and I can put that testimonial here instead. All right. So as you can see, this is the website. This would have cost me £300 to build. Okay, before the era of AI, it would cost me £300 to build. Believe it or not, it would have cost me that much money or even more. All right. So I am very, very happy with the copy, but I do recognize that I would like to iterate it. I would like to add photos to it because there's not really any photos really here. And that's another thing that I will be teaching you in part two. So this is just part one. I wanted to teach you like the process of research, the process of prompting, and the process of actually creating the first draft of the website. In part two, I'm going to be teaching you how to iterate, so like how to edit, change your website so it comes out exactly as you want it. I'm also going to teach you about integrations, like how to integrate stuff onto your website if you want to add other stuff. And then I also teach you how to add photos as well onto your website very easily, because that's something that people tend to struggle with when it comes to Google AI Studio. Actually put in a particular photo that they want. I will show you how to do that. Also, when it comes to like my software, I always record a video of how it works. So like I said, there's no video here. So I'll probably have to also add that, and that will also come down into the iteration part, which is going to be um, part two of this course. All right. So I hope in part one, you have learned something. All right. So please do subscribe to this channel. I will be releasing part two very shortly. Where I'm actually going to be teaching you how to iterate, how to integrate certain features, photos onto the website so it looks even better. But this is the first draft of the landing page website. And as you can see, it is good, but obviously it's going to need some aesthetic changes here and there. But to be honest, it is the first draft. And by the end of this full course, you're going to see that this is going to look completely different. And probably what I'm going to do, I'm probably going to have to screenshot to show you like a before and after so you can see the transformation of the website in part four of the full course. So all in all, I hope that you have learned something, and I will see you in part two of this course. Aside from that, if you have any questions about anything that I've covered in this course for part one, please type your questions in the comment section below. And also, if there's anything in particular you want me to cover as well, you can put in the comment section below as well. As I said earlier on, all the prompts that I'm going to be using, even my example prompt for the Speak Lingua, I'm gonna it's gonna all be available. Just click on the link in the description below, and you'll be able to access everything for 100% free. And then yeah, just continue to subscribe so that you get access to the remaining parts that I'm going to be sharing with you for this full course. And once again, I want to say a very big thank you for taking your precious time to learn and to learn from me, because there's so many other YouTubers you could have learned from, but you decided to learn from me. So I am grateful, and I will see you in part 2. All right.
Automate the systems while you sleep at night, turning every challenge into a brand new height. Relevant skills are the keys to every door, giving you the freedom that you were looking for. Learn with Akosua and change your whole life. Taking AI secrets, waiting here for you, there for you. Out there, building up a legacy in everything you do. From the coding basics to the smartest AI trends, the journey to your success never really ends. So back to the vision and join the winning team, living out the beauty of your digital dream. Learn with Akosua and change your whole life. Taking AI secrets, waiting here for you, there for you. Out there, building up a legacy.